Hi everyone, I'm Marí and this is my first or second YouTube video, and I am an aspiring architect. I'm finishing my bachelor right now in a month, and I would like to share all my thoughts about portfolio for architecture students or just young architects and how you can implement different things in a such cool way that you will hire it or just to make sure you will get your master place. And I'm sorry for my common mistakes in English because English is my third language after Russian and German. I will try my best, so yes, we are here for useful information and not for my English mistakes. Why can I say that I can make pretty good portfolio? Because I did it about 10 plus times, like a completed portfolio, and redoing it more than 30 times. That's why I'm like used to remake it and refine it and find the best way for me to apply to architecture job positions or to master degree. I got different master places this year because I was applying a little bit earlier as I end my university, and now I will study in Sapienza, so in Italy, in Rome. Also, I'm working in an architecture studio, Tchoban Voss, and this is actually my sixth work position in architecture. So during the past 3 years, I was as an intern in 2 construction companies. Then I was employed as an architecture working student, so like part-time junior architect, like 4 times. That's why I will say you a lot about portfolio. So let's go. First of all, I've developed such a cool strategy that you can implement for your portfolio and not remaking it from scratch every single time. And this is one of the most important things I would like to share with you. Your job applications or your master applications will be much more easier if you develop a structure to generate your portfolio quickly, because for different types of architecture studios or for different types of master with different in-depth study, you will be able to adjust your portfolio for specific use. So for just creative studio, it will be more creative projects. For like execution planning team, for example, it will be more specific construction drawings in your portfolio, and so on, and how you can refine it quickly. So my strategy is that you have a block for each of your projects. So like you have one project and we will make out of it a block for 2, 3 or 4 pages. 4 pages will be a lot, but you will have the ability to walk the architect through the entire process of your thinking about the project, and it will be also cool to see. Or you can add just 2 pages of your project and choose the most relevant, most beautiful, most perfect drawings for the project. It will be like a way to make sure that you add a lot of projects. And for example, for your master's application, it will be better to showcase the way of thinking. So the 4 page per project. And for job application, it will be more convenient for you to make 2 pages for each project if you have a lot of projects, or 3 to showcase all type of skills that you have. And then you can combine it to implement in different types of your applications. Then it will be much easier when you have 6 or 7 projects just to adjust all the blocks and you're done. This is how I made it. How to choose the right projects for your portfolio? Our second question. There are no bad projects, only unfinished ones. And I believe in it with all my heart. So I've seen a lot of projects during my private consultation, so you can book a consultation on my Instagram, but it doesn't matter right now. So I have seen a lot of portfolios full of very cool projects. They were just unfinished. What I mean with unfinished? So for example, your view and your floor plan does not exactly the same. So you have 4 columns here and you don't adjust it in the view or in the section, and it's a huge mistake. So be sure that your project is fully the same in every single drawing of yours. A little exception might be the visualization, but it depends. So it's cool to make your project in Revit or Archicad, just to make sure that you are working in BIM, so building information modeling, so you won't spend time on refining every single column in section, view, or floor plan. But I know that some guys are working in 2D in AutoCAD or, for example, Vectorworks or Rhino. So please make sure that everything just the same. This is very important. And I will highly recommend you to make these adjustments immediately after the final presentation in your semester. Not just like a year after the project, not like a month after the project. Make sure that you have every single detail of the project in your mind, just to adjust it perfectly, because in other way you will forget some things, you will forget some column structures or visualization details or something like that. I am doing it just after my final presentation, because I'm sure that on your final presentation some projects are not perfect. I know it. What visual aspect should you know how to use? So first of all, no raw 3D model screenshots. Please, when you organize your project and you want to make it visually beautiful, raw 3D photos of projects, just black and white photo of model, does not work. So make sure that there are some shadows, hatches, and something to make it more visually beautiful. Please avoid concept-only projects. So there are no construction details, no perfect implementation of the structure, only concepts. These projects won't work. So this is not architecture, this is only like a visual presentation of a house. And how much projects should your portfolio contain? It's easy. Up to 3 projects plus, it's fully okay. So if you are doing a portfolio, just 4 pages for each project, and there are 3 projects in total, yes, your portfolio is not adjustable, so there are only 3 projects in total, but it's totally fine for first job applications or for your master's degree. So you will have like 12 pages and it's enough. If you have only 2 projects, it will be more difficult for you. It's not so obvious that you have all of the skills are required. So please make sure that you will make another project, and for this I will recommend you to make a project of another studio of your university. I know that most of us in European universities, and there are different studios with different projects. Just to make a project for another studio on your own, and it will be cool because assignments for the studio are already well developed, well structured, and you will have people that will help you, because I'm sure that if you go to your professor from another studio and ask if your project is good or not, they will answer you properly. So it's the easiest way to have another project in your portfolio. You can also add your extracurriculum activities, so activities outside of university, if they are connected with architecture. It's very important. Also, for the extension of your portfolio, you can also add model photos, research graphics, if you research some different aspects of architecture in different already built projects. University competitions, it will be a great adjustment to your portfolio. If you did cool workshop in your university or outside of it, just add it. It will be a cool addition. Always create a 3D model of your projects. Also, if you don't use BIM, so no Archicad, no Revit, you can also build a 3D model in SketchUp, in Rhino, in 3D Max, and so on. So in every type of 3D software. Why is it important? Because after a year, for example, you will have to remake your portfolio for some different reasons. For example, you don't like this project anymore and you want to adjust it. And if you have only 2D drawings, it will be very, very hard to refine the project and remake it. Every single visualization, every single drawing must be done from scratch. The format of the portfolio. I know that it's common to see these beautiful Pinterest pictures where where you can see two squares combined with each other, so you make this rectangle. And it's not the perfect way for layout for your portfolio. Please make sure it's A3 format or A4 format, horizontal or vertical, it doesn't matter. But if you're applying to a job position, it will be much more easier to print your portfolio or to print your CV. For CV it's the same, for cover letter it's the same. It must be A4 or A3 format, because some of lead architects are used to make this paper version of some documents, of some stuff, and this is the big problem to print these like long pages. The requirements of most universities for master application is also A format, A3 or A4. The structure of portfolio: cover page, only one cover page, then your CV in the same style as portfolio, and you should include your CV not for every single portfolio. There are some requirements for master applications. Do not include your CV, just include it separately in this and this line. For work, it doesn't matter. You can upload it separately, you can upload it also in portfolio, but it should be the second page. And third page will be the cover page for your first project. Then you will have like 2 or 3 pages of your project, then another cover page of your project, and 2 or 3 pages, for example, for your project, for your second project, and so on. And please do not include this page with thanks you guys for attention, or thank you for your time, or things like that. No, it's not professional at all. So please make sure that your last page is exactly the last page of your last project, and that's it, without any ending. It's also important to speak about what type of software you can use for your layout, and I will highly recommend to use InDesign. It's convenient, it's perfect for adjusting vector drawings. You can also include different type of your PDFs, and InDesign will read it. So please just use InDesign. You can find a video tutorials on YouTube also. So welcome to learn the software. It took me about 2 hours to understand how InDesign works. So it's not a huge problem to make sure that you have InDesign. Another important aspect, the weight of your portfolio in megabytes. For a university application, it will be a special requirement for each university, but it will be from 5 megabytes. I know it's very small, but from 5 megabytes to around 20 megabytes. I didn't saw requirements like 30 megabytes. From 5 to 20. And for your job application, 15 megabytes will be, I think, the perfect choice. I would also say about key features to use in InDesign, and one of them is the master page for your portfolio. So please Google it, master page in InDesign. It's very useful. So you just make one page with title of the project, with some name of you or some like little things that will be on every single page of your 4 pages for one project, and you can just adjust the master page and add the master page for every of your 4 pages of your portfolio, for example. Or the same layout you can make for different pages in the same time in InDesign. It's very useful. Use grids and lines in InDesign. It's very, very important to make your layout clean. And one of the most representative parts of your portfolio, not the perfect project like on the top level of top firms. Lead architects know that you are students, but it's important to see that a person understands how to lay out things, because it's a visual representation of your works. Layout is a very, very important thing. You can also buy for 15 euros my templates for job or for university applications in my Instagram if you would like to. I have developed 5 for job applications and 5 for university stuff, so if you would like to. And we will go to the next theme, layout. It should be clean, minimalistic, and the key is to have boring black-white structure. So we are not designers, we are not industrial designers, UX, UI designers, we are architects. Our layout should be simple to engage lead architect or administration office of university in our projects, not in our creative vision of layout. So please do not include very creative things like circles that does not mean anything, or like rectangles just to, I don't know what to do. Please make sure that your layout strictly follows your project. I will include like examples here. Clean, black, white, or black, gray, white, gray, or white, beige, white, and some easy to read light color. Like a cool addition for each project, you can add photos of your models. So make sure that you make these photos after each presentation. You can borrow a camera, or you can do it with just phone with a cool camera. It doesn't matter. Make sure that you make photos of every single project that you make on a white or black or gray background. And please avoid visual noise in your drawings or in your layout or in your design of the layout. So no necessary textures, colored backgrounds, or overlapping elements. Present drawings and models with empty spacing. Your portfolio should not be like a huge thing for everything, like it should be a bit more breathable, but not too many empty space. We are here for your projects, not for white space. And yes, some examples you can watch here. Add different types of drawing styles. So it should be axonometric views, some drawings or sketches of your project. It might be a little bit more creative floor plans with every single furniture inside of the plan, or it might be also construction floor plans with bearing structure and some details. Make sure that you add different types of what representing your project. And you can also add a lot of visualizations, but make sure that not more than a half of your project is these visualizations. Make sure that we can see the structure of your project, not only the visualizations. And visualization types can be also different, not only renderings, but also like 2D depiction of the drawings. Here would be some examples. Yep. And use AI tools to adjust your visualizations. It might be one of my next video about AI and how I use AI for my visual representation of the projects. You can comment below if you would like to see it. And make sure that you save your file properly, like a PDF format, because a lot of architects are used to PDF. I know it's cool to make your website, to make your Instagram as a portfolio, but it's most convenient way for everybody to see your PDF with all corrections. So like no, please no, spelling mistakes or like layout mistakes. Proof every single project, and please add description of every picture, like this is floor plan, this is section, so little headings for each drawing to make sure everybody understands you. And my last advice to you, just send your portfolio to your architecture friends and receive feedback. They will view your projects from a different angle and it will be perfect feedback for you. Or you can just ask your professor to make some adjustments or to give you advices in your portfolio. It's also highly recommended if your professor is cool and have a lot of experience. So like, yep. And I will wait you in the next video about common mistakes in portfolio. I will make the second part with the common mistakes. So bye. Subscribe to my channel. Bye.